Hey folks, Good Guy Glenn here, and today is Saturday, April 6th, 2024. I am still in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, at the same pilot. And I'm at the same spot that I was parked at in the last video I made. However, I was standing in back in the sleeper. Oh no. I don't remember if I made that video here or at the drop, but I came here, I spent the night here the other night. I went in the morning, I showered, I made my drop, I came back here, I waited for a load, I got nothing. Stayed here again last night. I asked them this morning, the weekend crew, if I'm getting a load. They said, not today. I said, what about tomorrow? So they gave me something for Monday in Montgomery, Alabama. It's a live load. So I'm going to finish doing my 34 here today. Today's Saturday. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'm going to drive down to Montgomery, which is about 107 miles from here, down that country-ass road that I took to get up here. That was like nuts. I was exhausted that day. By the time I got to that part of the trip, I was tired, but I made it. And I'm just going to drive the 2 hours, less than 2 hours, down to Montgomery, stay at the TA. Hopefully I get a spot. It's not a very big TA. I passed it on the way up. That'll be in a future video. You'll see that I pass it. And, yeah. We'll spend the night there. Hopefully get some laundry done at the TA because the laundry here at the pilot is broken. And we're going to, go on Monday morning, get live loaded, and I'm going to drive that straight out to Atlanta that day, and that's a drop, and so I'm going to drop it all in one day. I have a day to deliver it, but I'm going to drop it all in one day and try to get something on Monday, and I'm going to try to make this week better than the last couple of weeks, because the last couple of weeks I haven't hit my goal in miles. And apparently freight is low right now, man. Freight has been a problem. And apparently my friends at Warner are getting told the same thing from their driver managers or dispatchers or whatever they call it over at their company. Yesterday, I complained about the truck stops charging money for overnight parking because they said they weren't making enough money off of us. And I said, oh, boo-hoo-hoo. Well, I listened to some of your comments, and then I observed a couple of things for myself, and I remembered a couple of things that I do see at the truck stops, and you know what? I changed my mind a little bit. This morning, I went in to use the men's room here at the pilot, and it was a disaster in one of the stalls I walked into. Just a disaster. There was used toilet paper all over the floor. Why not? I can't get into detail because YouTube doesn't like that. But why would you do that? Why do you use the toilet paper and then throw it on the floor like an animal? I don't understand. It was disgusting. Then there's the guys with the cup. They go into the stall with the cup, and I don't know what they're doing with the cup. But when you go in after them, there's like a muddy mess on the floor. Don't want to know. Don't want to know what you're doing in there with the cup. And then there's the garbage all over the parking lot. And then you wonder why Buc-ee's doesn't want us. And then when I think about that, like, you know, this truck stop, like, on the reason why I like this spot that I took 2 days in a row is because I'm between a bunch of abandoned trucks. There are abandoned trucks in this parking lot, in this truck stop. Tires taken off, all the lights missing. Just abandoned. And I don't know how long they've been here, and I don't know what if Pilot even knows they're here. If anyone from this Pilot comes out here and checks. But that goes back to what we were saying. Well, some of you were saying. But the truck stops deal with a lot of nonsense from the truckers. I don't know. I'm relatively new to this game. I'm new to this game. Wasn't there for the golden age of trucking, so I don't know what it was like, and I don't know if people were the animals that they are today. But just even when I tried to go out of here to leave, to go to my drop yesterday morning, I couldn't get out of the parking lot. I couldn't get out of the truck stop. People were parked everywhere. It's like, I get it, you know what? I get it. I get you're tired, you need a place to stay. I reiterate this all the time. I try to see it from the end of, you know, some of these guys, but you can't block the entrance and exit to the truck stop. If the scale wasn't opened, if there was an idiot parked on a scale, I would have been stranded in the Pilot. I had to cut through the scale to get out of here. That's just like, nobody thinks. I think what happens is the entrance over here, they just block it up, and they said, well, there's another entrance on the other side. Then some idiot comes and parks in that entrance over there, blocks it up, and says, well, there's an entrance on the other side, not knowing that the other entrance is already blocked. So then you're just stranded. And then you wonder why you fail. So maybe you charge for parking. Maybe when you charge for parking, some of the riffraff who caused the problems at the truck stops, you know. And then yesterday was Friday. So I'm sleeping in my sleeper. And I guess people come and park here to go home. And I'm sleeping and I get woken up to boom, 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 boom. Some moron comes to pick up a trucker in the middle of the night in his car, booming bass. It's like, do you have any respect whatsoever? Like, there's people sleeping here. That's what this is. But you have to listen to your radio loud. Gotcha. It is what it is, man. It's not new. It's always been. When it comes to that, at least. Since I was a kid. People with the loud radios in the middle of the night cruising through neighborhoods. You know, in New Jersey. Jersey City especially. 2 o'clock in the morning. Just hear bass coming down the street. It's a decent day here today in Alabama. Had a little bit of a rough morning with Easy Pass. Apparently Easy Pass, I owed them money, but I can't understand why I owed them money because I've been out here since last November, not using my car with the Easy Pass. So I started like wigging out as to like why the Easy Pass was being used, and I came up with some ideas that turned out to not be true. It just turned out that I owed Easy Pass some money because if your account is inactive, they still charge you a service fee. So my account is closed now. I no longer have Easy Pass. And that's for the best. I'm thinking about just getting rid of my Jeeps. Why am I paying insurance? That's a nut I don't have to pay, and that'll save me more money. So I think I'll just get rid of my Jeeps. Sitting in the passenger seat today. So it's a weird feeling. This seat is not like the other seat. It's not as comfortable. They look similar, but anyway, tomorrow I go to Montgomery. It's apparently not cool down there either. I'm gonna leave in the morning. I should be there long before noon, and hopefully I'll be able to get a spot. It's not a big TA. But I'll do some laundry there. I put together a box today. I'm collecting trinkets at some of the truck stops in different states for my daughter. And I'm not going to share the trinkets here because she watches these videos, and I want it to be a surprise when I see her next to give her her box of trinkets. Just like, you know, little stuff. Got that eclipse coming up on Monday. And oh, before we talk about that, there was an earthquake in New Jersey yesterday. How crazy is that? 4.9 on a Richter scale. Earthquake in New Jersey. That's absolutely bonkers. And then a total eclipse on Monday. And this weather being the way that it was up there. It's the apocalypse. But you have to wonder sometimes, with the way things are and the way how far things are like so out of control, you gotta wonder if we are close to end times, like they talk about. I'm a little bit more optimistic than that. I really am. I really believe that things can turn around and probably will turn around. I think things happen. I think we hit these dead ends all the time and big things get shaken up. And maybe it's not going to be cool. Maybe it's going to be something that's not cool for a while. But we'll see, man. We got an election coming up. That's going to be crazy. No matter what side you're on, you're not going to believe that the other side won. And that's problematic. So, yeah, total eclipse. Again, there was one in like 2017, I think. I put the welding masks on the kids so they could all watch it. It'll just be another day for me. I'll be picking up here in Montgomery. I'll be driving out to Atlanta. I think I'm going to do something crazy and stay inside Atlanta at that TA. That infamous TA that, like, they say not to stay at because it's a crime-infested, like, you know, that's where you have to go meet Han to arrange safe passage on the Millennium Falcon at that TA in Atlanta. But we'll see. I'll drop in Atlanta that day and see where I wind up. And maybe I'll get a load right out of Atlanta right away. And then we can just, like, go to the next thing. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to try to have a better night tonight. I really am. I'm going to not dwell on the things that were making me upset earlier today. But it's hard. It's hard. It's hard being out here. It's hard sometimes. I got a lot of stuff going on. It's not just trucking. You have to understand that. I make these videos and I try to entertain you and I try to make them funny by, like, you know, complaining about the GPS, complaining about the country ass roads and whatnot. But that really, the driving part, this part of it, this is like not so bad. It's like a getaway. It's like a chance to do something different. But I got a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. A lot of stuff going on back at home. Missing a lot of things. And, yeah, you just got to try to balance it. You know what I mean? You just got to try to balance what you have to do with what's going on. And God's got a way, man. He has his, he's got his plan for you, for me. And that's when I realized it. You know, I'm still selfish. I've tried so hard over the last year to work on not being selfish, to being more selfless. And I've come a long way. But I have to say, instead of just being happy, instead of looking at all the things that I've been given, all the opportunities I've been given, how far I've come in life and what I have, a safe place to stay in this truck, employment, money in the bank to pay my bills, beautiful kids, you know, my life, my ability to come out here and do this, my ability to make these YouTube videos, you know, all the people who follow me, you know, for whatever reason, y'all want to see me make these videos, and I'm grateful to each and every one of you. And some of you have actually become good friends of mine. And there's people in my life now that I used to just like look at, just like you're looking at me on YouTube, who now I talk to on the phone, and like that I'm friends with, and that like their friendships mean something to me. But instead of looking at all that, all the things that ways that God has blessed me, I just keep thinking about what's been taken from me and what I want back and what I want and don't have still. And that's just selfish. And that's why I fail. Because until I can just let go and truly be happy with myself and with everything around me, I'm going to be denied the things that I really want. I really believe that. It is what it is. So, I'm going to focus on this week, making more miles. That's out of my control. Freight is down. I mean, if other companies are getting the notice that freight's going to be tight, you know Western is going to be hurting. Because we don't have as much freight as everybody else. Warner is a huge company, and they're telling their people that freight is going to be short. So I'm going to be happy. I'm going to make miles. I'm going to look at this adventure. I'm going to look for trinkets to put in Angelina's trinket box. And I'm going to see what happens, because everything is out of my control anyway. And I want you to know that I'm super grateful to all of you. Thanks for watching me. Thanks for taking the time to subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed yet, just hit the subscribe button. It doesn't do anything for you but give you notifications when I drop videos, but it does a lot for me on my end as far as getting these videos out there in the algorithm. It really is a thing. The more people that like and subscribe to these videos, the more these videos get shown to other people. And I want to be thankful for C4 Mango Foxtrot, because a can of it is sitting on my dashboard right now holding this camera up. So anyway, I'm truly blessed. I'm blessed to have you all. I'm blessed to have my family. I'm blessed to have the people in my life that have helped me along the way. I am blessed. And I'm going to be more selfless and less selfish, and stop crying about a lot of the things I don't have to myself, and start really focusing on the things I do have. But anyway, you know what I always tell you. Love your family. Say your prayers. Take your vitamins. Do your pre-trip. Pull over if you're tired. Drink plenty of water. Eat a Greek yogurt and a banana every day. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe and hit the bell so when I drop another video you get a notification. And once again, this is Good Guy Glenn. Thanks for watching.